up, guys? Back with another video. The main topic of today is going to be talking about what's kind of wrong with the gaming community right now. Because I'm sure most people that are watching this all probably grew up like playing video games like I myself did. Recently, I really mean like the last like 10 years, has just gone downhill tremendously. Like the quality of games, in the last few years, really the enjoyment of them, it's all just really gone downhill for me, and I know most people feel the same way. And you know, there's obviously multiple reasons for that. One thing that's really been on my mind with it is just like the monetization with games. But really, I think, in my opinion, I feel that the reason the gaming community and just gaming as a whole has gone down so much, it's just such a money-grabbing type of field now, where, you know, gaming used to be like, you know, really felt like the companies would participate in being parts of the community, where nowadays it's glaringly obvious that companies are not for the players at all. I mean, obviously there's going to be smaller like indie game companies that you're going to want to support that do actually care about the players, but thanks to the bigger companies, you know, it's kind of hard to really get something in motion, you know. But just as an example, like the monetization of things, aka microtransactions, is really what we're talking about at the start here. Microtransactions have changed a lot in the last few years. Like, I remember one of the biggest things I can remember is like Black Ops 2, for example, right? You had the base game, it was $60. You could get like the season pass or whatever. I think the season pass is $50, right? So $110. That is a lot of money. You know, it was back then and it still is now. That would get you pretty much everything in the game, aside from like cosmetics, basically. And the major key difference with cosmetics is, back then, let's say for example, bacon camo. I don't know who remembers this. I was a Party Rock guy, personally. I always rocked like the Party Rock camo. But you would buy the little like microtransaction DLC for a skin pack, right? You'd get the bacon camo, for example, and that camo you'd be able to use on every single weapon in the game. Whereas nowadays, when you get like a skin, for example, if you purchase it in the store, I mean, I could probably pop up, you know, 100 different examples, but I'll try to pop something up on the screen where you'll buy, like in a modern Call of Duty game, honestly, I assume it's still the same thing for the two newest CODs. I haven't played them personally. I think this year's 2025, so the last new COD I played would have been like the 2022 COD. Well, I don't even remember what that one was. Probably Cold War. Was Cold War the last one? I don't know. I'm gonna pop up on stream. I want to say that Cold War was the last Call of Duty that I purchased. Black Ops Cold War. That might have been 2021. Back with like Call of Duty, like Black Ops 2, right? You buy one skin, you get that skin on every single gun. Now, you buy a pack, it comes with one single skin for one weapon, and then you get like a couple extra things like charms and shit. You don't actually get like anything really fucking useful. Like, who the fuck actually cares about like charms and stickers and all that bullshit? Like, nobody actually cares about that stuff. I mean, you pay like $20, you pay $25. You use it because you got it. And you'll get like an emblem and a calling card, and you get just all the shit that you don't want, bro. All I want is a fucking skin. I want a skin. I want to go back to paying $2 for a skin for a single skin that I can put on every single weapon in the game. Whereas now, not only get this right, because this is a pretty recent thing. Not only are you getting a single skin for a single weapon for, $20, but they're using AI to make them. They're using AI to make calling cards. They're using AI to make emblems. I honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know for a fact that they're using it to make skins, but I mean, come on, it's fucking Activision, dude. They have to be telling these companies to make skins using AI, because they don't want to fucking pay people for it. They don't. They hate. Oh, dude, it really just pisses me off. But this right here, and my problem with other people in the gaming community, is that this is a problem. Everybody knows it. Everybody agrees. But people are still buying the fucking games. Like I said, the last one I bought was Cold War. I honestly regret buying it. The last Call of Duty I had fun with was Modern Warfare 2019. That was the last Call of Duty I actually enjoyed when I was playing it. What else did I buy? Before that, I bought Black Ops 4, which I think was the year before. I think Black Ops 4 was 2018. I think Modern Warfare 2019. So I like both of those games. Black Ops 4, it was an okay game. Looking back compared to what we have now, I think it was better. But that's the thing, like these games, they go so downhill in quality and they only go up in price. And one of the big, right now I'm more specifically talking about Call of Duty, but as a whole in the gaming genre, we have stuff like, for example, the first game to start the Battle Pass, I believe, was Fortnite. And I'm not even hating, okay, because it makes sense, right? You have a free game that anybody can play, like Fortnite. And then you have cosmetics that you can then purchase in the game that give you zero competitive advantage whatsoever. Now, whether they have any kind of tactics that they use to try to encourage people to buy them is a whole nother conversation I'm not going to get into. But at face value, if you as a human have self-control, you do not have to buy these skins. You're only buying them because you want to look cool, whether it's for you or for other people. When you buy a skin, it literally does nothing except for just make you look cool. That's all it is. And then they have the Battle Pass, right? You pay $10. It works for like 1 to 3 months. I don't even know what the Battle Passes are these days. I haven't played Fortnite in a minute, but the Battle Pass back when I remember playing, it was valid for like 60 to 90 days or something was how long a season would last. And you'd pay $10 and you'd get a pretty good amount of shit, and you'd get enough currency to buy the Battle Pass the next time. Which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I spent a good amount of money on Fortnite. My account, I played the shit out of like season 2 through season 6 was probably my last season, maybe season 5. So I have like all the battle passes maxed out, and then I gave my account to my little brother, who still plays on and off over the years and has a lot more on there. But my point being, I'm getting a little off track here. My point being, Fortnite is a free game that has this like battle pass and cosmetic, Fortnite has this whole battle pass way of monetizing the game, and that's because Fortnite is a free game, right? You're not paying them to purchase the game. You're just doing the little microtransactions. That's what keeps the company alive. Whereas you have a game like Call of Duty, which charges $60, now $70 for the base game, and then you also have these outrageously priced skins, and you have battle passes, all packaged in a game that's still $70. That shit's just insane. Like $70, and then I mean, like at the same time, you don't have to buy that shit. You're obviously somewhat encouraged to buy it, but there's not really a competitive advantage, at least from what I know anymore. There's not really a competitive advantage to buying that stuff. But oh, dude, it's such a scummy way of monetizing the game. Like I said, you used to be able to buy a $2 skin. You could put it on any weapon you wanted. Now you pay $20, $25, you get a skin on one weapon, you get a bunch of other shit that you don't want. I can't believe that we as a community accept this type of garbage. It's terrible. And you know, the thing is, there's a lot of people like some of my least favorite YouTubers in the genre, like Blame Truth, I think is his name. 8 Thoughts, just all these people that have complained for years and years and years about the games. Every single time they release a new one, they talk about how bad the game is, and then they still go out and buy it every single year. They talk about how much they hate it. But dude, if you hate it, why did you buy it? Why are you playing it? Why are you still playing it if you hate it that much? Me personally, like I said, I haven't purchased one of the newer games in years. In fact, one of the reasons I'm even talking about this shit in the first place is because I've been playing older CODs lately. Like, me and my best friend, we'll hop in and we'll play some Black Ops 2 Zombies. Just like the old days, man. Just play fucking Origins, Mob of the Dead, whatever the hell, dude. We just enjoy the older games. And the reason we do that is because the older games are just better. I mean, maybe we're old, but like the games back then were just so much better. And instead of being little crybabies that purchase the new game and complain about how bad it is and keep playing it, we do like all the new players say, just go back and play the old CODs, Grandpa. That's what we do. We play the old CODs, man, because they're just better. I hate when people talk about, just sit there and complain all day about how bad the game is, and they still buy it every single year. You know, it's just contradictory. Contradictory is the right word. And that's why I don't really support most of the newer games, because they're shitty, man. They're not fun. They're not made well. Another point I want to talk about is how they'll just release games in a completely unfinished state, clearly not ready to be released, and they release them anyways because they have a deadline. And at the end of the day, because games are like just constantly being updated, they don't really have a reason to release a complete game on release, especially if they already know people are going to buy it, which people are. You buy the brand new game on release, you spend a shit ton of money on it, and eventually it gets better over time. That's just kind of how it is now. I don't like it, but that's how it is. It's what you deal with. You know, what am I going to do? I can't really do anything about it. But yeah, man, it just, so many things like that are just so infuriating about the gaming community. And like I said, this ties into what I said earlier. This is why I'm kind of out here riding around, because gaming just isn't that fun anymore. You know, I enjoy, especially this time of year before it gets too hot out, I much more enjoy just being out on the road having a good time than I do sitting at my desk playing these terrible games. Damn, that kid going fast, bro. You see how he hit that corner? But yeah, and when I do play games lately, I've played games that I've already had or played for years. You know, like if anybody who knows me knows that I have this other gaming channel, just regular Chandy, which I haven't uploaded on like well over a year or two. But I play a lot of Dead by Daylight. I played a lot of Dead by Daylight. I played a lot of Rust, and now I play older CODs too, just because they're more fun when I do have time for video games. Yeah, that's kind of, I'd rather spend more of my time just out on the road, just doing IRL things. It's a lot more of a fun experience now. I get bored of gaming pretty fast, but I do still like a lot of the other games I used to play, like Rust. I actually do want to get back into Rust, in all honesty. Green light. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video here. I think I really said everything I have to say about how gaming is. It's pretty much my thoughts. So let me know how you guys feel about it, man. How has gaming changed for you? What are you guys still playing? Do you still buy the new CODs? Do you like them? You know, let me know. Let me know. I'm open ears to hear everybody else's opinion, so just leave a comment and let me know below.